Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shilpa Patil, cataract and retina surgeon. I am practicing at Icon Clinic, Pimpri Saudagar, morning and evening. I would like to answer all the commonly asked questions about diabetic retinopathy. What is diabetic retinopathy? It is when diabetes affect the retina, which is the posteriormost layer of your eye, which gives you vision. The diabetes affects the blood vessels on the retina. It causes blood vessels to leak, cause swelling and bleeding there. Okay. So, what exactly causes diabetic retinopathy? When your diabetes is not under control, when your sugars are very high or sugars are fluctuating, or if your diabetes is associated with blood pressure, if you have a habit of smoking, high cholesterol and associated factors. Okay. So, another question what patients commonly ask is, what if my one eye is involved, will the other eye definitely get involved? So, the answer to that is very difficult to say, because diabetes will usually affect both the eyes simultaneously, but to some extent, or to in few people to great extent, in one eye much more as compared to the other eye. So, it is not compulsory that yes, if your one eye is affected with diabetic retinopathy, the other eye will definitely get affected. No, it may not. Okay. But there is possibility always, because diabetes is there in your body and it can affect anytime. What is diabetic macular edema? Macula is the central point of your retina, which gives you maximum vision. So, when this diabetes is affecting that macula, causing the leakage and swelling at the macula, your vision drops down and permanently, because diabetes will affect in two ways. Either the blood supply is reduced or there is a swelling. If only swelling is the reason, after the treatment your vision may recover to some extent, but if blood supply is cut off, the vision loss is permanent. And the symptoms you can see, if you are able to see this, either you see blur vision, you see either double vision, or there are floaters like black spots seen in front of the eyes, or there are total black patches where there is a total visual loss in those patches. Okay. So, when you have similar symptoms and you present to the doctor, your doctor is going to examine you in detail, check your systemic parameters and do few tests for your eyes, like we do the fundoscopy, we do the OCT, if required angiography, and that is how we diagnose the diabetic macular edema or diabetic retinopathy. There are stages of diabetic macular edema also, and also the retinopathy. So, depending on the stage, the treatment will depend. Okay. So, next question. Does everyone end up having vision loss? That is a very common fear with all the diabetic retinopathy patient, and how can it be prevented? So, not everyone will have a visual loss if you present to the doctor at an earlier stage. Like I said, there are stages of the diabetic retinopathy: mild, moderate and severe. If you reach to the doctor on a milder or moderate or even a severe stage, but your central vision is preserved, when you present to the doctor, we can maintain that forever. With the diabetic retinopathy treatment, we can stabilize the condition, but we cannot improve it, or we cannot reverse it back to normal. So, the key point here is that you should present to the doctor at the earliest stage. That is where my recommendation for follow-ups or awareness about the diabetic retinopathy will be that you do a annual checkup. Not necessary everyone will have symptoms when you have a beginning of a diabetic retinopathy, because it starts in the mid periphery of your retina. Okay. So, by then your vision is not affected. If we detect it at that stage only, we can laser and stabilize it right there, and your central vision is preserved forever. That is how we prevent the vision loss. If this is not treated at the mid periphery, it is going to go gradually towards the center and affect your full retina, and that is how your vision loss will begin. So, what are the treatment options? If you are on a mild to moderate, we can do your strict sugar control and your diet control and a frequent follow up to keep a check on your retina. if it is going towards a severe or a proliferative retinopathy stage, then we need to do laser. Also, few tests are done to see if your macula is getting affected, having swelling or not. If you have a swelling on your retina, then there are injections which are to be given inside the eye. There are options to that. Either there are corticosteroids, or there are anti-VEGF injections, or there are implants for that. Okay. Now, there are certain conditions which go beyond the proliferative stage, which is vitreous hemorrhage and tractional retinal detachment and many other associated factors like epiretinal membrane or vitreomacular tractions, which need surgical management. Even if you go on a surgical management level, still if you present at the earliest point, like you have a bleeding and you present immediately, you will have a better prognosis after the surgery. You have a bleeding, you have a tractional retinal detachment and you do not get treated yourself for a very long time, there is a possibility that in spite of the surgery, we may not be able to recover your eye or your vision to good extent. Okay. So, how are the follow-ups or regular checkup recommended? So, if you have mild to moderate level of retinopathy or everything is okay, like you do not have any associated hypertension, cholesterol, any associated factors, then once in a year regular checkup is good enough. Okay. But if you are treated previously by laser, if you have done the intravitreal injections, if you have undergone a vitrectomy for your diabetic retinopathy, then your follow-ups will depend on how bad was your eye situation at the time of the treatment. So, best is your treating doctor who will tell you how frequently you should be checking up. But otherwise, somebody who is not having any diabetic retinopathy, my sugar is absolutely controlled and why should I do checkups? Never do that. Once in a year, annual checkup is must, even for the patients with a diabetes absolutely strictly under control for years together, because a normal and controlled sugar can also, if they are long standing, can also cause a diabetic retinopathy, and we do not want that, right. So, the very common and recent side effect you can call of diabetes, which is getting exaggerated because of the computer and the smartphone, and especially during the lockdown, because of increased screen time, is the dry eye. Many patients say that okay, my dry eye, my diabetic retinopathy is getting worsened because of computer and we are having less vision. Many a times diabetic retinopathy may not be worsened, but your dry eye causing the less vision will also have a impact on your total vision. Dry eye can be prevented just with simple lubricating drops, and your vision will recover out of that. So, we need to differentiate and do not get panicked because of any additional symptoms. Okay. So, just get yourself treated regularly, do not ignore the diabetic retinopathy. Even if you do not have, do annual checkup. Thank you.